Welcome everybody, my name is Michael, and today we're discussing about the perils of announcing your cryptocurrency holdings to other people, either in public or even friends and family sometimes. Obviously you can think logically, hey, there's probably some people I shouldn't mention this to. Whether it's a jealous friend or family member, people might treat you differently. Obviously if you're selling a millionaire, same rules apply as if you won just the lottery. However, when it comes to announcing in public, even if it's a smaller sum, whether it's $5,000, $10,000, $100,000, $200,000, there's people who become victims every year, every month, every day, whether it's through cryptocurrency scams or thieves, such as these Florida criminals that attacked this elderly couple in North Carolina. They staked them out for 3 days, and police caught them thanks to surveillance footage, thanks to text messages that were exchanged. The FBI got involved because, it's traveling across different states, and the sum of money they stole was over $156,000. They actually would have stolen more. It's just Coinbase actually locked the thieves from sending more money. It just seemed too sketchy. There was 3 Florida-based Coinbase accounts that were brand new, suddenly from North Carolina. They're withdrawing 3 separate occasions, and on the 4th one, again, 6-figure sums being sent out here. On the 4th one, that's when they stopped it. They blocked it. They were able to be tracked down. 2 of them have been arrested, it seems like. The 3rd is going to be arrested rather soon. Essentially, these gentlemen dress like construction workers. It's an elderly couple. Elderly people usually are more susceptible to these crimes, whether it's due to the fact that, hey, maybe they're ill or going through Alzheimer's, or due to the fact that usually they're not as suspecting as, for example, the younger generation of cryptocurrency, of online scams, of people who can definitely take advantage of technology because they're not sitting on their iPhones the whole time or iPads. They didn't grow up with this. They don't know exactly. Now, these guys, 76 years old, hey, that's pretty impressive, investing in cryptocurrency. Unfortunately, we're not sure whether they got their $156,000 back. I mean, they definitely lost some money because either way, there's fees and whatnot. Hopefully, that's all they lost. I'm sure the police has seized the funds if they were able to get it back. I don't know. I wish the elderly couple the best. But unfortunately, not only the fact did they lose their money, they got attacked. They got attacked physically and mentally. These gentlemen who dressed up like construction workers said they needed to inspect some pipes around the house. They knocked on the door. The elderly couple let them inspect, whatever they did out there. They came back around, and this time they forced their way into the house. They attacked the elderly gentleman. They threatened him. They threatened his wife. They said some pretty obscene things. They said that they were going to physically hurt them, cut them up. And obviously at that point, the elderly couple were scared for their lives, because you never know. Maybe it could have gone completely differently. Maybe they would be deceased. There's been situations like that where people, whether it's 100,000 or 1 million, 2 million, you never know. There's criminals out there that want your money, and they'll do whatever it takes to get to that point. So you have to be extremely careful about who it is that you tell regarding this information, and also just be paranoid and protect yourself regarding it. So the 3 suspects were Jared Gabriel Seamungle, who is kind of the main guy, who we don't know how, whether it was through surveillance, whether it was working with this couple, I don't know how, but he found out that this couple had cryptocurrency. He was the one that informed his co-thieves regarding this money, and they were able to enter their way into this house. They were charged with kidnapping. They were charged with aggravated assault. There's Remy Ra St. Felix, and also a 3rd gentleman, Mr. Castro, Roman Castro, I believe. Ruben Castro, there we go. Elmer Ruben Castro. So these gentlemen, after they stole the funds, after they were blocked, they threw them in the bathroom. They zip-tied them. And they destroyed the computers, they destroyed the phones, they smashed them, they left, and eventually the wife and husband were able to untie themselves and head down to the neighbors, call the police. They went to the hospital, minor injuries, thankfully nothing too crazy. But this is a classic case. Over $156,800 stolen. They would have stolen more had they had the chance. Whether it was $700,000, $500,000, $200,000, $100,000, whether you lose $500, it hurts losing 50 cents to a criminal, or just the fact that you locked yourself out of your account. You have to be paranoid about this stuff. Treat it just like a bank account, because it is. You have to have many protections for, first of all, from scammers and thieves, because there's more and more of them out there. And unfortunately, I mean, even at work, I was busy doing something. I saw the TV was on, and there was an advertisement regarding AI and how they're getting better and better. Criminals are now using it and scamming parents out there, unsuspecting parents. All it is, you just take someone's voice, you take someone's photos, you just need a little bit of evidence. There we go. And now you can use it for crime. So that's why the television host advised, if you have kids, not to post anything, post the backsides of their heads, and don't mention names, don't mention anything. There's all these couples and families on YouTube that are monetizing their children. I hope they understand the risks. I mean, hey, if you're making like $50 million, like that number one popular YouTuber, I'm sure it's worth the risks, right? But for the average person, you don't want to put too much information out there, because people can take advantage of that. Especially with cryptocurrency, there's a lot of safety hazards with announcing, and even the fact that you're holding it. Whether it's exchanges, you have to be paranoid about the exchanges. You have to be paranoid about the wallets. You have to be paranoid about the coins that you're investing in, because there's scammers from all ends of the spectrum. So keep most of your crypto in cold storage wallets. Keep your seed phrases and passwords safe, not written in one place, in multiple places, and have safeguards for those places as well, whether it's on paper or on phones. Again, through technology, probably not the best idea, but there's ways you can go through it. Number one thing is, if you have a lot of money, make sure you have a good camera and security system. Make sure you don't live in a necessarily bad neighborhood. Make sure you don't tell your neighbors, friends, and family, and try and lay low. That's the number one thing. So anyways, with that, thanks so much for watching. Have a good rest of your day, and take care.